Howdy, everybody. Today is Tuesday, April 9th, I do believe. And I had high expectations for yesterday and today, a couple weeks out. I had, normally today is a work day for me. And I had really wanted to camp yesterday and today, do a bunch of outdoorsy type stuff, and I was so excited for that, so excited. But unfortunately, because with my current job, I don't get 2 days off in a row. It's one day here, a work day, then a day off. So it kind of sucks, especially when you get off so late. Sometimes I get off at 11 o'clock at night, and then it just makes it difficult. But anyway, so I had all these plans, I've been writing on my clipboard, like all these videos I want to do, all these cool thoughts in my head that I really want to get out there and get after it. And get my bottle of water here. I had to put this towel up because I had a weird image there. So it's not sunny out today. It's real cloudy. It was the same thing yesterday with the eclipse. I'll talk about that going forward, but excuse me. So unfortunately, due to finances, I still at least wanted to take Monday and Tuesday off and just chill out, Unfortunately, I've got to work my side job a little bit here and there since things were falling through. My money was literally like I had a hole in my pocket. I decided, well, I still need to have fuel and food. So I worked a little bit yesterday, worked a little bit this morning. I really would love to enjoy the outdoors today. Unfortunately, it's super cloudy. Looks like it's going to rain. I don't think we have, we're not forecasted for rain, but it looks that way. And very windy. Same with yesterday, it was windy. So I literally have 20 different videos written down, places to go, things to do, to just really get out there, enjoy the outdoors, and give a really good variety for the viewers, and also just to, soothe my soul. And unfortunately, the one I really wanted to do the most was yesterday. I'm thinking I probably shouldn't talk about it. Maybe I should talk about it. Maybe I'll just give you a little teaser. I drove about 25 miles or so from where I work to a real nice world famous fishing pier, and it was really nice, but the winds were ridiculous. And this, I only record on my phone currently. I'm gradually trying to upgrade, when the finances can permit. I'm not going to have a GoPro anytime soon. Actually, I have an old GoPro in my storage unit. I think it was a Hero 4 or a Hero 6 or something like that. I need to figure out how to work that, but so that fell through. It was super windy. I drove all the way down there, spent money I didn't need to spend to go down there. I guess, there's pros and cons. At least now I know where it's located. I read a lot of blogs online in the past that said you could boondock at this location for free without any harassment. And then I get down to that same location, and turns out that's not accurate. So it's a good thing I didn't go by the original thought when I first moved to this region. It's Santa Rosa County. Santa Rosa County is a huge county. It is like massive. I wish I knew all the stats on, how many square miles it encompasses, but it's a lot. It's pretty doggone big. But so some of the other things, there's a wildlife refuge. There's more campgrounds. I want to go and enjoy once again, there's so much forest out here. When you get into the forest, you have no cell phone reception. And camping by yourself, that'll drive you batty because you have nobody to talk to. You can cook a meal or two, and do that. And then what are you going to do with the rest of your time, basically? And then, so if I had somebody else to talk to, a camping companion, I don't care if it's male or female, just somebody to shoot the breeze with, it would make it a lot more enjoyable, easier to deal with. But when you kind of get bored, so when I get bored, I try and utilize YouTube. Can't do that out there. But boy, there's so many different things. A lot of the things I probably revealed more than I should have told so far. But some stuff I wanted to do in conjunction with the Coast Guard, FWC, just a bunch of unique things that would really up my game. I've had this real bad sinus infection here lately. It feels like it's trying to get better. Could be related to allergies. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but was getting a little bit of a scratchy throat. Still have one somewhat, but I want to show you guys something funny. It's not funny, but it's typical for my life. I do have a place I'm allowed to boondock without any hassle, but it's like from my work, it's about 15, 16 miles. So round trip, let's say 32. And I like it. That's where Rocket and Wilbur are. But a lot of times if my money's tight, I'd rather just stay somewhere local, save the money, for fuel, because fuel's getting so doggone ridiculous nowadays. But anyway, so I've been staying at a couple different Waffle Houses, and I'm going to show you what I woke up to yesterday morning. So I was parked in a remote corner of their parking lot, really trying not to, utilize their main parking area. That's what I woke up to. So I really like that location because there's a little truck stop right next door that has decent coffee, not great coffee. It's not Dunkin' Donuts coffee, but at least the price is right. It's cheaper than Dunkin' Donuts. And then I go right up the street, right after that, to a Piggly Wiggly, and they have a breakfast buffet. You pay by the pound, and I really like doing that because I can eat somewhat decent on a low budget. I'll go in there and get like literally 3 slices of crispy bacon, 2 sausage links, sometimes like a scoopful of like scrambled eggs, and it'll be under $3. The eggs don't always agree with me, so lately I've been just avoiding the eggs, and I'll get like 3 pieces of bacon, maybe 3 pieces of sausage, and it's under $2. So it gives me a little bit of food in my belly when I'm going out to do the landscaping, and that, if I eat too much, then food in is food out for me, at least my body. So tomorrow it's supposed to rain. I have to go back to work. It's going to rain in the evening. Wednesdays and Thursdays suck at my full-time job. It's just, we're so short-handed. It's pretty miserable. It's not a good thing. I have less hours this week coming, my next payday, which is Friday. So like, it's just not enough money to go around, trying to keep all the bill collectors happy and stuff like that. Just, it's either them or me and my food, or fuel. So somebody's going to be pissed off and not liking me, but that is what it is. Really, really love this area. This area is, in my opinion, is a a YouTuber's paradise. There's so much to film out here, so much to film. And if I could do it in a quality manner with quality equipment one day, that would be really nice. But until then, I'm just going to keep trying to do what I can do when I can do it. After this video is done, I may go up to Wally World, see how much a cheap wireless mic would be to connect with my phone, so I don't get all that wind sound. I don't know how much quality I could get out of one of those Walmart mics. I really don't know, and I just need to scout out the price. You know, if I can get one for under 20 bucks or 15 bucks, whatever, something that could be a little bit better than what I currently. Every once in a while, I get somebody say, "I can't hear you," and they get ticked off and leave. Most people seem to be able to hear me. Anyway, so that's it. I just my ambitions and my dreams are bigger than my financial reality right now, so it's really hard. Plus, I'm seeing all these people going to be going to these meetups, and I if I can't be there, I'd like to do some type of contribution of hat hooks. I don't even think that's going to be possible, to be honest with you, at this stage of the game. But I'm really trying to force myself to enjoy myself on my days off rather than working, always working, you know, whether it's one job or the other. Because it's just, if you're going to be behind on your bills anyway, you might as well try and get some pleasure at least one day a week, you know. So today it's super cloudy, super ugly, super windy. It was that way yesterday. Saturday looks like a pretty good forecast. I may try and knock out a couple things on Saturday. I may try and execute my plan from yesterday on Saturday. I just got to keep track of the weather. It doesn't look like it's going to be as windy. It's probably going to be half as windy as what yesterday was, so I could possibly get a decent video, what I had, you know, plans on doing. There's some YouTubers that need some prayers. Charles from Fallen Arkansas Outdoor, or Fallen, yeah, excuse me, try that again. Charles from trying to remember what his channel name is exactly. Fallen Arkansas or something like that. I forget. I'll try and put it in the description. I apologize. I don't remember his channel name exactly. But apparently he's in poor health. Hopefully, you know, he can rebound. There's another friend of ours, Shade Tree America. They have something going on in their life that is devastating, not pleasant. Indiana Carl, chilling Indiana Carl, real nice guy, real good supporter of many YouTube channels. He's had some struggles, so you know, I wish I could say more, but some of those things are personal. Just trying to get by, you know. I wish I had more exciting things to report. You know, I still try and watch YouTube channels when I can. It's like basically I have an hour and a half at night to pretty much watch YouTube on a normal situation. Today I have a little extra time. I did boondock at a Walmart last night just because it was so close to where I had to work this morning, rather than driving far away where I'm allowed to park without any hassle. It just made more sense to save a few dollars and to stay local. So it actually was, I had stayed on the other side of the lot, but now that's all blocked off by pallets of mulch and stuff like that. So I discovered this other side, which wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. There were some other people. The irony of it is one of the vehicles I see a lot of the same vehicles every day at the park where I am currently located in Milton. It's Russell Harbor Park, I think is what it's called. And I guess some of the boondockers like to utilize this area for the same reason I do. It's just tranquility. It's a good place to hang out. You don't get harassed by anybody. But one of the regulars I see down here all the time is like a little like maroon van, like a minivan type deal, but with no windows. And I guess that person lives out of the van. Well, when I went to this new spot last night at Walmart, that van was 2 lots over. So I'm sure they recognize my vehicle. I recognize theirs. I couldn't even tell you what the person looks like because they have tinted windows, but I see them out and about all the time. There's a couple other vehicles down here at the park. I see it all the time. I don't know where those other people stay. I've seen them in travels, in transit, but not really, at a boondocking location. I do stay at Cracker Barrel sometimes, but that's not real close. That's a little bit further than where I'm allowed to boondock without hassle with where Rock and Wilbur are. But sometimes I'll stay there if I'm going to go to Big Lagoon State Park in the morning. It's a few miles closer to the state park, and usually Cracker Barrel, you're okay. You're not going to have any hassles, and I've never had a problem at Cracker Barrel. So I wish there were some other places. It's here's some other things I'm going to start looking into for prospective videos. Is trust me, I got a whole list. Matter of fact, my list is propping up the phone right now on my clipboard, so I can't even look at the list. But I'm thinking about exploring some Harvest Host locations in my region. See if they're willing to do interviews or show their stuff. Some farms, some horseback riding farms, some locations like that. So I have a wide variety of things I want to do. It just takes good weather, and most of these I should be able to do on the cheap. Then there's also some other primitive camping areas not too far from where I'm allowed to boondock with Rocket and Wilbur. But the reviews I've seen online are it's free. I don't think you're allowed to have a fire. That's another thing that sucks at some of these primitive locations. They don't allow you to have a fire, probably because they don't have the personnel to come clean it out in the morning. Plus, you're in the forest. Sometimes it can get really. Right now, we don't have to worry about it being too dry. But there's been, when I first moved here, it was very dry, and there was a lot of drought conditions and fire bans and what have you. But a couple of the primitive campsites I've looked at online have some mixed reviews. Some say it's great. Some say it can be like a rough crowd. A couple of the reviews said that it wasn't the cleanest. Most of them were pretty good. So sometimes you just catch a location on at a bad time. Doesn't mean it's a bad location consistently, but that's what it is. So I want to get out and explore more. These places aren't too far away. I want to do a follow-up video for Mr. David Johnson on the Reed Syrup Works. That's at Cruel Lake Campground. I want to try and do a follow-up video there. There's a lot of, that's all out in the forest. There's a lot of cool, I kind of get nervous when I go out that way because I've had the flat tire problems twice out there. But anyway, there's no cell phone reception out there, but there's some cool things out there. There's another place called Adventures Unlimited, which has canoes, kayaks. They have zip line and stuff like that. I really want to do a video there. Matter of fact, I called a couple days ago and they told me to call back today. And I was originally going to go up there today, but it's so windy and crappy weather. But I was trying to get permission from the owners to do that. So that's another location I need to follow up with. There's another location called Bob's Canoes and Kayaks, right in the forest, right on the Blackwater River. There's another canoe place on the other side of the forest. It's a huge, massive forest. I wish I knew the numbers geographically, but I forget what that one's called. It's like backcountry tours or something. Something weird, Blackwater tours or something like that. But I really want to get out there and explore that, interview that, see what's going to be the best options for me, for the channel, for the viewers. But ideally, I would love to go on some of these. Something about a kayak just doesn't look comfortable to me. I'm old school. I've always enjoyed canoes. There's plenty of room. You're not too cramped. It's like a kayak. That doesn't seem like fun to me. I know it's a fad. Everybody's doing it. I'm just me. I like. I don't need to have a boat. Just give me a nice 17-foot canoe and we're good to go. I'll have plenty of room to put my rods. I'll put a cooler. Put another cooler for some snacks. And that's me. But right now, I just disappointed. I'm definitely very disappointed. I really wanted to do a lot of different type videos on my days off. I noticed I had one old video when I was a few days back. I was out in the another forest, like 5,000 acres, Escribano Point, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. And I was just driving. I saw these wildflowers, and I took a 6-second video. So that's a short I just posted from today. Nothing great, but I realized I had that in queue. And I said, you know what, let me post that. Sometimes my shorts do better than I think they're going to do. I don't think it was anything special. It was very pretty, don't get me wrong. And after that video, I found a couple other patches of those wildflowers. But it was so neat to see because it's like a lot of sand out there. It's like sand and forest. Sand and forest is what you're seeing out there. That was the same location where I saw the deer for the first time since I've been out there. I haven't seen any bear or anything like that. But when I pulled into the Bayside recreation area at Escribano Point, there was 5 deer that ran away, and I didn't have my phone ready. I wish I had like a dash cam. So if you guys have any thoughts on where I can obtain a cheap, I have a couple thoughts. I really would like to have some type of windshield mount. I can't see them being too terribly expensive. $10 or less, I would think. I don't know. But I probably need something like that because me trying to configure this clipboard, it's always on an angle and falling over. I don't have a very good setup. So, yeah, the suction cup deal with the cradle might be a cool thing. And then like a cheap microphone, $20 or less. I'd prefer, I don't have Amazon Prime right now because I'm cheap, I'm poor. So, can you recommend something at Walmart that would work, that would be $15? I don't know. Or just shoot me some ideas. But anyway, and like Best Buy, there's not one real close. It's like 20 miles away. So there's not a whole lot real close. But I'm open to suggestions to improve gradually. Like I said, I got the mini handheld tripod. I guess it could be a mini selfie stick. I have the new selfie stick that extends to 39 inches. I like that. That is a win. That's the it's the ONN brand. It's called the Hang On, H-A-N-G, and then O-N-N, Hang On. I like that. That's pretty cool. I like that. And like I said, I think I spent like $13 on that. But if you guys can recommend some new channels, I really, really want to find some new channels. I find them all the time. I subscribe to them. I just don't remember any of the names right now. I really didn't jot a bunch of notes down. Just wanted to talk to you guys and kind of apologize because I was on a roll there for a while. My subscriber count was going crazy. I'm at 793, trying to get to 800. It's hard to get to 800 when you're not posting good videos, outdoor videos that, people could appreciate. I'm not, my content's not going to suit everybody, but it's going to suit some people at some times and some places and locations. But I don't know if I don't think I mentioned, maybe I did mention, there's an equestrian campground too. I really want to camp at. It's called, I think it's called Coldwater Creek Equestrian Campground or something like that. It's in the middle of the forest, another place that has no cell phone reception, but it is really cool. It's all horse and paddock areas. You can bring your own horse, and they have really a ton of like horseback riding trails, stuff like I'm 95% sure it's not like public horseback ride, but you can bring your own horse and you can board your horse there. So you see a lot of like horse trailers there and stuff like that. Really cool spot. I did scout it out. I found one campsite area that I really want to indulge in, and I was trying to do it in conjunction with another local YouTuber, but our schedules really haven't matched up too much. He's got a busy life, I have a busy life, and like I said, I don't mind going out there by myself, but after a while you get bored with no YouTube cell signal. But sometimes you got to bite the bullet. Get out there and I call it forced tranquility. At that location, I'm pretty sure there was fire rings, which is, as long as I have a fire ring, and can do some blazing and do some cooking, I'm okay. I got to change I really need to purge better in this van and get more dialed into a good setup for cooking utensils and what have you. But anyway, with that being said, folks, I'm going to tap out. I'm going to leave you with this closing message. Remember, folks, always know your legal limits. Peace out.